Alright, sorry everybody. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this game or not. Because it's just not, for some reason. Now my damn mouse is acting up, you know. Everything that could go wrong is going to go wrong.
Good evening, I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the MGM Grand
We'll make it
here on
work.
the Vegas Strip. Scheduled to go the full 10 if we get that far. Round one underway. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Manny Pacquiao.
Don't stay in one spot.
Combo lands upstairs. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Manny Pacquiao. Kelly's punch didn't come close. When you have a lot of speed, how effective can a feint be?
Oh boy, it can be really effective because your opponent is keyed up already. Before the bell even rings, he's jumping out of his shoes. He's waiting for something to come quick. So you let him think it's coming, he's going to react to it. And then you go get him.
He digs in, trying to bank away body shots with the combo. He returns the favor with a right hand.
I will do a special stream later on tonight because this being the way it is.
Well played, well timed combo up top. Not the most accurate uppercut you'll see. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Phenomenal pace being set here. They are burning it up early on.
Let's find out who's in better shape. We're going to see.
Manny Pacquiao's doing well here with that two-punch combination. That worked out really well. Throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. Targeting each other, the exchange was something special. Where's the body? Pacquiao's coming through now beautifully. That's the combination punching he wants to put forth. Here's a moment here as you see the step back counter punch where you realize this is the sweet science, not just some raw savagery swinging out there.
Look at the little subtleties here, Joe. What he does is he forces them into a position to stop the punch. And then when he stops, steps back, makes a miss, and comes right back.
You see him holding on.
Finish with a hook. Use your feet.
And another right hand comes in. Pacquiao's almost looking foolish that time he missed so badly. And now he's acting like a fighter. Coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon. Double jab right to the face.
Watch the hook. Watch the hook. Come on.
And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own.
Oh, the bell is on.
10 seconds.
Okay. You know what? I screwed up. It's my fault.
A
I
sound
apologize.
combination by Manny Pacquiao.
I will deal with it. That is on me.
Relax. Looking good. Looking good. Keep your hands up. All right?
You lose in this fight. You gotta pick it up. You hear me? You gotta pick it up. Now listen to me. Your best defense is to throw punches. You need to throw more punches. That will keep him away.
Here we go. Round two is underway. Accuracy an issue there. Didn't land that straight right hand. Good work with the uppercut. Nice job there. Manny Pacquiao's ability to properly throw and land his combinations has been stunning. Teddy, why is he so successful?
Because you just said it, he's putting them together. You know, one or two wouldn't land, but he's handcuffing the guy. And the first two punches, they set up the third and fourth.
Good doubling up with the jab by Manny Pacquiao. one to give one. He comes back with a right hand.
Uppercut! Uppercut!
Not hitting his mark there, going upstairs.
Let go. There we go.
Really good work right there, landing the 2 punches in sequence by Manny Pacquiao. He missed with that headshot. Manny Pacquiao is putting forth a great combination there.
Can you, like, get down, please? Thank you. I don't know why she's acting like this. She didn't do this earlier.
Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Pacquiao's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. Wow, Teddy, he's got some great hand speed there. That combination was an example of it.
Yeah, it was. You know, not a lot of power, not a lot of pop with it, but boy, it catches your attention. And you know what? That kind of speed can intimidate a guy and keep his opponent maybe from moving his hands later on.
No, she's fine. She's laying down now. She just keeps getting up on the desk for some reason.
Way off the mark. That punch didn't have a chance. How about that 4-punch combination? They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. Now you're seeing stamina right here. How can they possibly keep up this pace? Minutes ago in this round, and they have been all out.
I know how I feel, Joe, myself. I mean, I feel like I've been on a roller coaster, except I'm not sitting, I'm standing.
He clinches when he gets to the inside. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Manny Pacquiao. Good double jab by Manny Pacquiao. Good looking right hand after he got hit. He needs to improve the accuracy a little bit. That was comical by Manny Pacquiao. Good looking counter punch. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Good combination to the head. Nice strike after catching one by Kevin Kelly.
Woo!
Last round really damaged him. Kelly's face does not look good at all. You can see his corner trying to tend to him.
Yeah, they're tending to him a little too late.
He's punching himself out.
What about in training camp where you got to teach a guy, move your head, don't get caught so you won't look that way? Maybe they didn't do their job.
Pacquiao's got that one gift that we have seen win time and time again, and that is pure speed. He's got it every which way.
Yeah, he's putting those punches together. There's one way that you have to combat speed, and that's not trying to match it, and that's controlling distance and using timing. That's what his opponent needs to do now.
Great work offensively, landing that combination by Manny Pacquiao. Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well. What a trap he just set, and he lands a nice counter punch.
Yeah, that's the old Castro ghost trick there. You know, you're there one time, you give him a little shade, you know, a little shadow, and then he throws at you, you pull back, bang, come right back with your own.
That is a big right hand after eating one himself. Needs to improve that accuracy, missed with the headshot. Look at that combination by Manny Pacquiao. Kelly's in bad shape, but he's doing the only thing he can at this point. He's tying up.
Yeah, but what I'm a little surprised at, and I think what his opponent's going to pay a price for later on, he's letting him tie up.
He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with the counter punching.
Well, the old timers used to say, when you're calm in there, when you're controlling there, you can make do what you want. He made him tie his shoelaces right there.
Oh, good exchange there. Manny Pacquiao's combination punching is working well here. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Kevin Kelly. Kevin Kelly stunned and staggered.
Damn, I couldn't finish
He
it.
was nearly out of gas, so now he's taking
Come
a
on.
bit of a break. He's tying up. Big shot. That combination puts him down.
Let's go.
Let the fist go. Let him go.
Kelly's now getting back up off the canvas. Good double jab by Manny Pacquiao. Wow! He was able to get up and continue on last time. Now he goes down again. It's over. The fight is over. Manny Pacquiao's power just much too much for his opponent. Another knockout for him. Manny Pacquiao is able to come up with a shocker here. Out of nowhere, early on, a knockout victory.
And does it with one shot. That
All right, I'm gonna. Before we do the next fight, I wanna. Do a couple things here. All right, let's kill the rounds. 4 rounds.
Hi, everybody. So glad you... And there's the opening bell. Round number 1, scheduled for 4. This one is expected to be a thriller. Zoning in on that gut combination punch downstairs. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Yuriorkis Gamboa. Comes right back at him with a left hand. This is what they worked on in training camp. Another good combo by Billy Dibb. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Billy Dibb. Yuriorkis Gamboa's advantage is in the speed category. He's a mover. He's an elusive target.
well, his opponent has one advantage. One thing that can take that speed away, that is timing. You better understand that.
Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Yuriorkis Gamboa. Fans love this kind of fighting, Teddy. They absolutely love it. Both guys on the inside landing body shots.
This is reminiscent of the old days, back in the early 1900s, when they had to toe a line, where they would actually scratch a line in the canvas, and both guys had to stand right in front of it, and whoever marked off it, whoever pushed off it, they were the loser.
The way these two are going at it early on, they're going to break the punch stat computer.
Well, they're trying to break more than that. They're trying to break each other's will.
That is exactly what the corner wanted to see. A good combination punch by Yuriorkis Gamboa. Took a shot, now he gives the left. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. That's a forceful two-punch combo by Yuriorkis Gamboa. Not able to connect with the uppercut. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Yuriorkis Gamboa. Dibb's showing you that sublime skill right now with that two-punch combo.
That's okay, let's go.
And he ties up on the inside. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Yuriorkis Gamboa.
Work your body. Move.
Last 10 seconds of this first round. Billy Dibb's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination.
Pretty good
So
round.
Close out that round. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, I know you watch very closely how these trainers go about their business. You were under the tutelage of one of the true legends of the game, the great Customato.
Yeah, I mean, I was fortunate. Quite honestly, those opportunities, situations probably don't exist anymore because we've lost a lot of those, you know, really great trainers and managers that boxing was their whole life. I spent 7 years with Customato, and I learned the nuts and bolts from a physical, technical point of view of what's important to give to a fighter, but the psychological part. To understand the pressures that a fighter is under, the fears that a fighter deals with. And if you don't understand that, all the other things don't mean anything. Because you have to understand how a fighter's feeling to understand why he's behaving or not behaving a certain way.
Well-targeted two-punch combo by Billy Dibb. Nice strike after catching one by Billy Dibb. Well, his opponent is opening up, coming forward, so I would think there are some opportunities in it.
Yeah, I think some counter-punching opportunities. Opportunities not on the front end, but on the back end.
Dibbs is so dangerous with that accuracy, a two-punch combination landing.
Keep your head moving.
That was nice. He just threw the punch from his opponent, and then a good counter by Billy Dibb.
Yeah, like running through the rain without getting wet. Beautiful.
Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Takes one, but gets one. Good work by Billy Dibb. What an excellent two-punch combo by Billy Dibb.
Ain't no science about this one. We're just fighting.
Yuriorkis Gambo is hit by a counter punch there.
Use the ring.
Dibbs is putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. Billy Dibbs showing you a little defensive skill there. Able to move away from that punch. The final minute of a round that feels like 30 minutes, not 3 minutes.
And this is the kind of fight where you just don't want to have a loser. They're both winners.
Wow, just like the old timers, a four-punch combination.
1, 2. Doing great.
Dibbs has got a way of just getting away from that punch. Double jab upstairs. Good counter by Gamboa. Good two-punch combo by Billy Dibb. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Billy Dibb. A crafty counter punch after a fine defensive effort by Billy Dibb.
Wow.
His concern right now has to be the fact that this fight could be stopped if he's going to take more and more punishment like he just did in that last round.
Well, you're absolutely right, Joe, but I think his concern goes back a long time. The habits that he learned and didn't learn in the gym, because that's why he's getting caught with all these shots that have him in this position.
Dibbs is the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. Good combination punching out of him here.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like a musical, except right now, I don't think his opponent likes the tone of it.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Billy Dibb. Billy Dibbs picking up right where he left off. Remember how he finished that last round?
Yeah, he really finished strong, really fast. And you know what? This is a thinking man's fight. I know a lot of people are going to say Teddy's just an aggressive fighter. No, he understands and his corner understands that his opponent only has 60 seconds to recover, and they're jumping on him, figuring that their opponent hasn't recovered.
Very nice work from both men. They each got a shot in. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Billy Dibb. Not able to land the uppercut. He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his
And I
own.
punched out. I punched out.
Very accurate two-punch combo by Billy Dibb. He just missed that shot up top. Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand. Lands flush with the combination upstairs. misses with that headshot. You get the sense that they know no other way how to fight. They are going at it, back and forth.
Come on, let go.
For punch. Double jab there by Billy Dibbs. He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. That was a miss by Yuriorkis Gamboa.
Keep your distance.
Nice two-punch combo by Billy Dibbs. And you see he turned defense into offense, comes back with the counterpunch.
That's exactly what he brings to the game.
We got a fight going.
He makes you miss, he makes you pay. And
I love
he
it.
makes you think twice about throwing a punch later on.
Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. 10 clicks of the talk. Billy Dibbs showing you what it takes to be the best in this business. Good, crisp combos.
All right, last round. Okay, you have this one. Don't need to get careless. Don't get caught.
It's crazy.
Doing good. Doing good. Just keep it up, all right? Very good, very good.
You don't need that. No, throw that away.
It is the final round. Here they go. Dibbs jab on the outside. That has really been the difference maker here, hasn't it, Teddy?
Yes, it has. But the most important thing is, you know, everybody says, hey, just use your jab, you control the outside. Hey, jab's a great weapon, but it could be very dangerous. If you throw it from a little too close, you could get countered with that right hand. He's throwing it at the perfect distance, getting full extension on that punch.
Gamboa's hoping to recover right here. The way to do it, he feels, to tie up.
Yeah, it's not about machoism right now. It's about getting past this point, surviving, and then having a chance later on to get back to win the fight.
How about that exchange? That's great. What a big shot.
Ho-ho-ho-ho.
Hook to the body, and he is down and in
Oh.
bad shape. He was hurt real bad, and he does not look like he's recovered, even though he's got enough to beat the count.
Yes, he has, but I don't think he knows where he is right now. So he's going to have to find a way.
Big shot there.
One shot knockout.
He's done it before, but can he get up from a second time down?
One shot knockout. Let's go. We got it.
And it's over. This fight is over. Yuriorkis Gamboa's unable to continue. This fight is over. Knockout. Dibbs' knockout ability cannot be underestimated. This fight had everything leaning decision. They were coasting along.
Look at that. 20 for 20 on counters.
Brings you back to the annals of the sport, the history of the sport. I mean, makes you...
That just shows you right there.
Hi, everybody. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy App. Round number one is now underway. All the talk is done. It is simply time to fight. Leja's work in training camp is now paying off. Do you see the accuracy and the effectiveness with that combination? Nowhere close that punch by Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao's blocking ability is doing well for him there. That is Boxing 101. A nice, crisp combination by Leja. return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. He missed by a mile. That wasn't even close by Leja. They're sending more than one at him now. The combo to the head. Teddy, when fans come to see Manny Pacquiao, when viewers tune in to see Manny Pacquiao, they do it for one reason. They think they're going to see a lot of action. Is that what we're going to see?
Yeah, he's fan-friendly. And you know that he's going to be a guy that's going to take chances. He's going to be a guy who's going to try to get to his opponent. He's going to be a guy who's going to walk forward at some stage.
Good work to the body. I can't believe they can both withstand this kind of punishment standing toe-to-toe.
I hope nobody had a late meal, because if they did, they're not going to be able to believe what's on somebody's feet.
Oh, that's a thought. 90 seconds to go here in this round. Good job on the two-punch combo by Leja. Teddy with a power puncher against a high stamina fighter, a guy that can take you into the deeper rounds. How much is it a disadvantage where it sort of takes away what maybe he's best at?
Well, it's a disadvantage mentally, because if his power doesn't work and the high endurance guy is still there, he may start to dissipate. He may start evaporating right in front of you.
Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Tremendous pace being set early on here between these two. Can't see this fight going the distance with this pace.
No, not unless something changes, like moving their heads a little bit.
Double jab by Leja. Good job. Comes right back at him with a left hand. And he returns on that exchange. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Scores with the combo to the head. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Manny Pacquiao. Good work defensively by Leja. Plus, he landed that counterpunch.
Yeah,
Crappy
he
round.
forced him to punch. He made him, he drew it out of him, and then he timed him beautifully.
Keep doing what you're doing. There you go.
I don't think I did enough in that round.
You need to take it to this guy. Make it a dog fight with him. Close the gap and let the hands go.
Back to action here at the start of this round, which is just part of what has been a very evenly fought fight. One of those fights that's going to be very hard to score. That's why they call it the sweet science. Good work by Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, real smart there. Making him miss, making him pay.
Leja's having a lot of success with that short hook on the inside, Teddy. How's he pulling that off?
Oh, first of all, he's got his opponent dropping his right hand a little bit. He's finding a home. There's a wide open spot.
Doubling up the jab by Leja. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. He gets hit, but he gives it right back. Pacquiao's three-punch combination there is going to impress the judges. Not able to land the headshot. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Nice strike after catching one by Manny Pacquiao. Two snapping jabs by Leja.
Attaboy. Keep swinging, baby.
Leja's right hand scores well. Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut. And now just
I'm not
wasting
landing.
away some time with that clinch.
That's it.
He returns the favor with an uppercut. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Pacquiao's corner has to give him some advice here, because that left hand has been scoring too consistently.
Exactly, Joe. And there's nothing else that he really has to worry about. Take that out of the equation, he'd be winning the fight.
Unable to make an impact there by Manny Pacquiao. Jab, uppercut, both upstairs. Good counter punch. I loved how he moved off to the side and landed it.
Yeah, that's real smart. That's something that you teach in the gym, and you love when you see it executed.
Good two-punch combo by Lehan. Tried the hook, didn't get it.
Keep it tight inside.
Two good jabs by Lehan. Took a shot, now he gives the left. He got hit, but he sends it right back.
Let's see some more head movement, champ. Come on.
Wow, look at that, trading shots. 3
Woo.
minutes gone by in this round. Nothing's really changing course here. That last round demonstrated that. Good body punching by Lehan. He's done a great job of committing to the body attack and staying with it all
I'm
night
just not
long.
feeling this. I'm sorry, guys. I'm playing it, but I don't feel it. I do apologize.
Okay, now, very nice, very nice. Need another round just like that, okay? Just like that. Keep doing what you're doing. Move in with 2 jabs, okay? 2 jabs, and then follow with the right. 1.
Good action here tonight. Both guys bringing their best, and both guys meeting each other stride for stride, punch for punch. Tough fight to score here as we're back underway. Lehan's applying an old axiom in sports, and that is speed kills. He's got plenty of it in the ring tonight.
Yes, he does. It's going to be up to his opponent now to find a way to take away that speed. Find something that can offset that speed. And I think that starts with controlling range. Get out of the range where he can control you, where he can use that speed.
Boy, sharp two-punch combination by Lehan. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Manny Pacquiao.
Right, come on, baby.
Lehan's doing well here with that two-punch combination.
Nice work, nice work.
Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself.
Side to side.
Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Manny Pacquiao. Good step back counter punch there. Lehan's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. That worked out really well. Throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Two snapping jabs by Lehan. Unable to connect by Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao's got a little something coming back at him. A counter punch scored. Lehan's has been landing that jab all night, and Teddy, he then gets the payoff on the inside because of it.
Yeah, he does. You know, he sets the table, and then he goes in and he eats.
Hard to believe they can still give like this in these final moments of what has been a sensational round.
I feel like I'm back at the amusement park on a roller coaster again, like a kid.
He's committed to the combination punching now. It's working out well up top. Unable to score with the uppercut that time. And he just holds on there.
Come on, let go.
He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange. And now committing to that midsection as the target with the combination punching. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Lehan's missing the mark by a mile. That just was nowhere to be found. Last 10 seconds of round number 3. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Manny Pacquiao. And that's the end of round 3.
Final round. What champions are made of. Let's get in there. Just stay tight and bang away, okay? Move him to the rope. Stay close. That's where you want to be.
They put forth a good effort throughout. Now one more meeting. The final round is here.
See some more defense.
Lehan's proving to be elusive. Good work work on the combination by Lehan. Jesse Lehan's doing a really nice job here. I mean, putting his punches together. This is what you're supposed to look like as an offensive fighter.
Yes, it is, especially when you have a guy in front of you put the earmuffs on. You know, you cover up the way that his opponent is. You're supposed to put them together. One or two are going to be blocked. But when you put them together like that, they're going to get through.
Oh, a nice two-punch combo by Lehan. Did you see that?
I caught him.
Able to stand up to that combination.
Crap, I caught him.
Hey, no doubt about it. Manny Pacquiao may have gotten up here, but he is hurt.
If you're going to go into the lion's den, as often as Pacquiao likes to go into that lion's den, you're going to get bit every once in a while. Right now, he's got to find a way to survive.
And now he's acting like a fighter. Coming back with the... There it is! Manny Pacquiao finds himself on the receiving end of a knockdown blow again.
Here we go.
And it's all over. Manny Pacquiao's unable to beat the count. Knockout loss for him. That woke up the fans. Wow, did that wake up the fans. A fight that was assured of heading to the judges' scorecards. It ends by knockout.
That's why as a trainer, you like a fight that's close.
All right, give me a couple minutes before I do the next one, please.
Because then you know that your guy's going to stay alert. Here, there was no...
All right, everybody. Sorry, I'm back. Cat's finally calm, so we're good. All right. I promise I will do another stream later on tonight. I'll do more farming sim. We'll have a good
Good
time.
evening, everybody. Well, they've been waiting for this moment, and now they get it. Round one underway. Comes right back with some offense of his own. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Is there any advice that you can give in a matchup like this of speed versus speed, where maybe one guy can go and utilize a completely different tool, like try to be a power puncher on a given night, or do something ultra defensively that can be an advantage?
Yeah, misdirection. You know, the guy's going to be real keen, both guys, because they know they have somebody who's so fast in front of them. So start one hand. He's going to be looking, he's going to react. Start the right hand. Just a little flinch to the right hand. Throw the left hand instead. Misdirection.
Lands flush with the two-punch combo by Pernell Whitaker. Oh, that's good stuff.
Sorry, give me 1 second. I apologize. Okay, never mind. I thought there was something going on. I'm hearing things. Don't mind me.
Right back with one of his own. Good work by Roberto Duran. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Tremendous body work by both guys as they stand right there on the inside and trade.
Now it's up to somebody off of that body work to bring it upstairs. Do something more than stay in the basement. Go visit the attic every once in a while.
Unbelievable pace here tonight. Both guys have no plans of having this fight go far. I'm sure the frame of reference for most is Hagler Hearns.
Yeah, you wonder if it's going to live up to that. So far, so good.
Straight right was lined up, but he missed. Good, smooth work by Roberto Duran. That's classic counterpunching.
Yeah, what he did was he pulled that right shoulder back. You know, he just pulled it back, gave him the left shoulder, and then gave him the right hand.
Basic boxing, and it works so well. Putting your punches together, a good combo by Pernell Whitaker. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Roberto Duran. And he's holding. Keep moving. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Roberto Duran. Super two-punch combo by Pernell Whitaker. Whitaker's coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. Whitaker's combination punching is working well here. And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own. Well off the mark by Roberto Duran. Well, we've been waiting all week to call this one. Teddy, what kind of fight are you expecting?
Well, the kind of guys that they get insulted if you miss them, Joe.
That's a pretty good first round for this one.
You gotta watch the water in the corner. In the...
Back to live action now in what has been a closely contested fight. One of those fights that somebody is still waiting to...
Excuse me. This is what I'm dealing with. This is my four-legged granddaughter. She thinks she's funny.
Through and be a difference maker. There's a taste of the the sweet science. You see the skill he has.
And honestly, I wouldn't care if she was on the desk. I wouldn't care if she was up on the desk with me while I was playing, but I'm streaming, so it's a little different.
Opponent's jab away.
He had his eyes set on the uppercut, but was unable to land it. Really brought it that time. A 4-punch combination. Nice strike after catching one by Roberto Duran. A crushing 2-punch combo by Pernell Whitaker. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. Takes one, but gets one. Good work by Roberto Duran. Good combination. Hooking to the body with the left, and then going up top with the right. Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counter puncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
Good return fire that time. More than one punch downstairs, that can be damaging. Halfway through this round here. Not what he was looking for. That's a miss right there by Pernell Whitaker. Whitaker showing you that sublime skill right now with that 2-punch combo. Comes right back with a shot of his own. Nice job doubling up the jab by Pernell Whitaker. Final minute of a round that'll go down in the history books. He missed with that headshot. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Roberto Duran's combination punching is just perfect there. 3 punches landing. Went to the body there, but unable to connect. Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. I like that step back right there. Just enough to be out of danger.
I'm gassed
but
out.
still close
I'm
enough
gassed.
to then land the counter punch.
Well, that's what happens when you have that kind of experience. You're calm enough to know that range. Know where the beginning of the punch and the end of the punch is.
Well, his opponent got away from that uppercut. Hey, if you can throw them all, you may just land them all, and he does with that 4-punch combination. Defense easily turns into offense. Blocks a blow, sends an uppercut. And this round comes to an end. A round that was highly entertaining. They put forth a non-stop effort.
Well, that's the styles that they figured to bring to this fight. Both guys with good motors.
Okay, I can't be mad at the cat. She's being adorable right now.
Back underway here to live fight action. Tough fight to score. Very, very even, closely contested bout throughout. Not one, but two. Good work with the jab up top. Just not there. Straight right hand off the mark. Oh, what an exchange. Whitaker's combination punching working out well there. He landed 3 solid shots. A little something for his opponent after getting tagged. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Duran's defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch.
She's just laying there, like, looking at me. She's laying by, kind of closer. Oh, now she's up, but because she knows I'm talking about her. But she was just laying there, like, looking at me. It was cute.
Left hook to the body. Then he comes back with the right hand.
No. I'm sorry, she decided she was going to jump up and lay in front of the camera.
Needs to improve that accuracy, missed with the headshots. Whitaker's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. Oh, Whitaker with a counter punch. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Wow, he backs up the combination, landed all four of them. Whitaker's well off the mark that time. You see the accuracy now with that double jab up top. Roberto Duran's opponent knows exactly what the game plan can be now. That counter punch landed with some success. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand.
No. Go that way, please.
Pernell Whitaker so dangerous with that accuracy. A two-punch combination landed. Forward, forward. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. Duran's going to feel that. Two good, solid hooks to the body land against him. Off to the side. A little swing and a miss going upstairs. Good, clean shot. Returning fire. Well done by Roberto Duran. Really good work right there, landing the two punches in sequence by Pernell Whitaker.
I'm gonna murk this cat. Hey. Come on. No, come on. You're gonna... Alright, just lay there. Don't do nothing. Just lay there. Good girl.
Back and forth exchange. Great work offensively, landing that.
If I lose my stream for any reason, it's because she knocked the wire out. So I do apologize.
You can win.
Round number 4, the last go-round for these two is underway. Whitaker's at his best when the combinations are landing. He scored well there with that combo. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Duran's making for a tough target there.
Yeah, well... Alright, you make it so hard to be mad at you.
Away from that punch. There's an excellent
She's so damn
combination.
adorable. I can't even be mad at her.
Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Good looking right hand after he got hit. A nice crisp hook after a fine defensive effort. He gets off with a combination up top. Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Great pace to this fight, Teddy. These guys are not coming out of 5th gear. Nobody's slowing down.
No, they're fighting a 6th, 7th, and 8th gear.
Pernell Whitaker's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination.
I'm gassed.
Hugging on the inside. Just a minute and a half left in the fight. Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well. That was not well targeted by Roberto Duran. Pernell Whitaker's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. Targeting that head with the combination punching. Nelly ties up there. Blocks a shot and then lands an uppercut of his own. Good job with another left hand. Not precise at all by Pernell Whitaker. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Roberto Duran. Scoring well with that combination by Pernell Whitaker. Blocks away that headshot. Roberto Duran is able to avoid that punch. That is a big right hand after eating one himself. Back and forth they go, each man getting the best of it. Look at that combination by Pernell Whitaker.
Woo, what a fight.
Teddy, sometimes there's close fights that are actually easy to score. This wasn't one of them.
No, you could make arguments for both guys almost every round.
Whitaker's work tonight was well rewarded. A unanimous decision win. Teddy, you saw it all along.
It was easy, and he saw it all along. That's the thing. He saw the punches coming all night long. He was good defensively, and he was good with that left hand.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe
Look at,
Kessler.
holy
Thanks for being
crap,
with us.
look at my counters.
The rest of your evening.
I hit 31 out of 33 counters. I don't think I've ever had that many counters in a game. You make it really hard to be mad at you. Like I'm trying to be angry with you, but you're just so damn cute. This is why I'm not a cat person, because cats are just too damn cute.
Good evening, everybody. Everybody's been waiting for these two to meet up. Now they do, as round one is underway. We expect a high work rate among these two fighters. Now, do you want to see that same work rate throughout the whole fight? Or is that your expectation?
I'd love to, because we'd be having a good time, and our fans, they're going to enjoy it.
Very nice work with the double jab up top. Comes right back at him with a left hand. He just missed that shot up top. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Oscar De La Hoya. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. That is exactly what the corner wanted to see. A good combination punch by Oscar De La Hoya. Corrales is swinging and missing like he's at bat right there. That punch was nowhere near his opponent. De La Hoya is doing well here with that two-punch combination. He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. Rock'em's.
It is so humid out today. It's crazy. And now she's sleeping. That's all she wanted. She just wanted to be close.
No defense, just pure offense.
Halfway through round number one.
Finish with a hey. Let's go on there. Now, come on, now, let me see.
Doubles up the jab. Well, you can see what he wanted to do there, but unable to land that body shot. Well timed by Oscar De La Hoya. He took a step back, landed the counterpunch.
Exactly what he wanted to do.
That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Oscar De La Hoya. punching to the body there. Morales is just punching air that time. His opponent was able to get out of the way. Oh, and he comes back with an uppercut there for getting hit. Keeping him honest with the double jab up top. Not much action as he just ties up. De La Hoya is quickly taking control of this fight early on with one single weapon of choice, and that is the jab.
Yeah, the jab and the jab at the right time. He's catching his opponent every time he starts coming in before he can get started.
Very accurate to the body with that left hook. Then he brings the right hand. Couldn't hit the elusive target with that straight right. Good counter punch.
All right, this fight's a little bit more technical.
All right. You're dominating this fight. Keep it up. Keep doing what you're doing.
Another round, and if it keeps up with the rest of them, it'll be closely contested and hard to score. Unable to land clean by the golden boy, Oscar De La Hoya. Took a shot, now he gives a left. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Oscar De La Hoya. They both decide to bring it. Trying to erode away that body with the combination punching. Oh, what a whip by Diego Chico Corrales. And now just wasting everybody's time holding on.
Keep your distance.
Teddy, there are opportunities that are here for him, aren't there?
Yeah, counterpunch opportunities because he got an opponent who's walking in a little bit. Now he has a chance to start to chuck something back at him a little.
Good accurate work there after blocking that blow. Corrales' punch is far off the target. Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but
I'm making him punch himself out.
nice strike after catching one by Diego Corrales. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Takes one, but gets one. Good work by Oscar De La Hoya.
Yeah, this is 2011, I think. There is a new it's funny you ask that because I heard there is a new Fight Night game being developed now. They I guess decided after the other one that I have, Undisputed, came out that it was time to make another.
Really wanted that uppercut, but just couldn't get it.
Which, you know me, I love boxing, so I'm all for it.
Corrales' opponent landing an effective counterpunch right there. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Oscar De La Hoya. Corrales' failure to protect himself from that left hand, it's become a big story now.
Yeah, and he has to understand why. He's not controlling distance. He's standing too close in front. Needs to adjust a little further out.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Diego Corrales. De La Hoya's combination punching here is showing you what good boxing is all about. 3 punches thrown, 3 punches landed. Well off the mark by the golden boy, Oscar De La Hoya. Comes right back at him with a left hand. De La Hoya's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best.
This is a fight right here.
The final
This is a
moments of
good
this
fight.
round. Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand. And this round comes to an end. It is a round that was highly entertaining. These guys really put forth quite an effort.
Well, they both have high engines. They have motors that never stop going.
Keep it pumping at all times.
I can't even be mad. She's like out cold.
That's
good action throughout. We'll see if it keeps up in this round of what has been a very even fight. Targeting that midsection now with the combo. De La Hoya's hand speed right now, the difference with what we just saw, able to land that combination.
Yeah, he's probably going to need a little bit more down the road, but right now, that's got him in front.
That's a forceful two-punch combo by the Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya.
Come on, kid. Focus now. I need you to focus for me.
Missed that uppercut. Well-targeted two-punch combo by Oscar De La Hoya.
Watch the hook. Watch the hook. Come on.
Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Diego Corrales. Punches and bunches. Combination up top. Takes a step back. Then the counter punch by the Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya.
I caught him.
To what you see Floyd
Let's
Mayweather
go.
do. You know, make him miss, pull that shoulder back, and then come right back with the counter.
Oh, he just misses with that headshot.
Protect yourself. Come on now. Protect yourself. Come on. Punch. Punch. That's it.
If there was a baseball umpire around, he'd call that a strikeout by Oscar De La Hoya. Oh, and they decide to trade there. Look at that. Big headshot puts him down.
Let's see it from this angle right here. He threw that punch and I countered it.
Moving, keep moving. 2, 3.
Diego Corrales is back up on his feet. What will he look like in the next few moments of this fight? That's the big question. What an excellent two-punch combo by Oscar De La Hoya. He's jumping all over him now. Diego Corrales is nailed by that shot. Absolutely rocked. He could go down here, Teddy. Missed the target with that hook. Solid. And he crashed.
No way.
Canvas once again. He's gotten up before. What about this time?
Right on the jawline, too.
He's there. 2, 3.
The ref stops the fight. Oscar De La Hoya's opponent is floored. A knockout victory. Boy, was that impressive.
I'm not going to complain. I just wish I was a little bit more into it, you know.
Just are. You'd think we'd learn by now that anything can happen. Here's a fight.
The
that
thing is I had so much fun doing UFC earlier that I should have probably waited a little longer before doing this, but we have stuff we're going to be doing tonight, which is why I'm going to do a late stream. So, coming off of that awesome UFC stream, like, I'm just not feeling it like I normally would.
Good evening, everybody. When you get a fight like this that everybody's been talking about, it's always so interesting to see these opening moments here in round number 1. Tommy Hearns' edge is speed. He can get in and out. He can get you offensively. He can get away from you defensively.
Yeah, he has radial tires, and you got to take some air out of those tires. No better place or way to do that than go downstairs.
Teddy, he did a smart thing right there. Just created enough space and then landed the counter punch.
Looked like the will of the wisps, the old great Willie Peck. Made him miss, made him pay.
He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back. Hearns' combination punching is working well here. Good block by Tommy Hearns. Tried to bank away to that body, but wasn't able to get it solid. combo by Ricky Hatton. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. That's great stuff. He fires one right back.
I said that after the good UFC 4 stream, I should have waited to this one, but since we're doing all that stuff tonight, it's that's why I'm kind of not into it as much right now. But I'm going to do a late stream. Damn cat's too cute.
Taking one. Gotta love the work by Ricky Hatton. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. That is Boxing 101. A nice, crisp combination by Ricky Hatton. Trying to go downstairs, but off target. And now they're trading blows. Good solid shots with the combo downstairs. He scored well after being hit himself. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Tommy Hearns' movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. There's the combo to the body. Hearns' defense is paying off now. End of the round here on our fight night. Always a good time to come here to this venue. Take great fans. I mean, wherever we go on our fight night tour, we have great fans.
Good fight. Good
Passionate
fight so far.
Fans that know the fighters and care about the sport.
And we are back underway. Another round in a fight that's been very entertaining, but I wouldn't want to be a judge. This is one of those fights that could go either way. Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here tonight?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go. Oh, no. Actually, I would say a little counterpunching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him. Little double jab to the head. Not the most accurate uppercut you'll see. Right to the head with that right. Good combination to the body. Hearns' movement helped out there. He avoided that punch. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Ricky Hatton. Nice jabs there by Ricky Hatton. Tommy Hearns is showing that he's got some defense of his own. He got away from that punch. Halfway through this round, he returns the favor with a right hand of his own. Move your head. Took a shot, now he gives a left. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. There's the combo downstairs. Good block there by Tommy Hearns. Ricky Hatton's just got away with a headbutt.
I didn't mean to. I hit the button by accident.
Just grabbing onto his opponent.
I didn't mean to headbutt him. I really didn't. Hold on. What the hell?
Get that head moving.
He engages in the clinch. Final 10 seconds of round number 2. Nice strike after catching one by Ricky Hatton. And as this round comes to an end, Teddy, you just get the sense that at any point this fight could come to an end because it is being fought with bad intentions.
Yes, these guys are not behaving like guys that are coming here thinking about going to the scorecards. They're letting everything go in every punch.
Don't let him keep his distance from you, okay? I want you to take that range away. He can't do anything when you're close to him.
Oh, we need his water up there, and that's it. We don't need that.
Back to action here at the start of this round, which is just part of what has been a very evenly fought fight. One of those fights that's going to be very hard to score. He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with this counter-punching. How about a return to center with the left hand? Great movement to get away from those punches.
Come on.
Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Ricky Hatton. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Fires right back at him. Hatton's punch didn't come close. He's committed to that left hand, and it's working out. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Ricky Hatton. You know, sometimes a fight takes on a life of its own. This fight has grown into something bigger than both men. They both have risen each other up.
Yes, that's a good point. They've made each other better. They forced each other to become something that when they got to the arena tonight, they were not sure they could be that.
Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. And now the referee steps in and says, no, I'm not going to take that. The low blows are not going to go in my ring. Jab right hand. Hatton's losing a point here.
I warned you about your head.
But again, the referee's seen enough. He's taking away a point.
My thing keeps screwing up.
Not able to land the headshot. And you can see he wanted to do that as he holds on there.
I lost a point.
Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Ricky Hatton. Good job on the two-punch combo by Ricky Hatton. Burns is showing you a little defensive skill there, and they'll move away from that punch. Seconds to go in this round.
Keep your head moving. Okay, last round. No more body shots, okay? I need you to go to the head, all right? Go.
They meet up one more time. The last round has arrived. combination by Ricky Hatton. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Hatton showing you that sublime skill right now with that two-punch combo. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Combo lands to the head. Back up top he goes. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Combination to the head. Not able to connect with the uppercut. Time is of the essence now. We've reached the halfway point of this final round. Good block there by Ricky Hatton. That's a nice combination. Left hook to the body, right hand. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand.
Okay. Cool.
Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Ricky Hatton. You see him holding on. Good exchange. He fires back.
Punch and move. Nice work.
Oh, a nice two-punch combo by Ricky Hatton. He missed with that headshot. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Ricky Hatton. Now he's putting his punches together. The combination upstairs. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top.
Keep working the jab. Good.
He got hit right there, but he also...
Well, that's a close fight.
Solid effort by Ricky Hatton. The fight is over, but now the debate begins. Who won that fight?
This is where you hope that the criterion for scoring a fight is understood by the judges, because if there's any gray area, you're going to be all over the place in this one. Very hard to pick a winner.
Hatton's dominating performance gets the payoff with the decision. A unanimous decision. Teddy, your scorecard reflects that as well.
It was an easy one to score. I mean, he did it fundamentally well. It wasn't just with talent. He did it with the jab. He did it with controlling range, going to the body. Great night.
Yeah, I didn't do good in that fight at all. I'm kind of pissed right now. We gotta do it. Alright, give me a minute. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Sorry about that. We're having a little bit of technical delays, but that we're good. Don't worry about it. I promise you guys a much better stream. Like I said, we'll do Farming Sim tonight. It'll be great.
Alongside Teddy Atlas. And there's the opening bell. Round number 1, scheduled for 4. This one is expected to be a thriller. Nice strike after catching one by Miguel Cotto. Lands flush with the 2-punch combo by Miguel Cotto. Miguel Cotto's almost looking foolish that time. He was so bad. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Cotto's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. Took a shot, now he gives a left. He clinches when he gets to the inside. Going up against Cotto tonight is an opponent who absolutely can bring the power.
Yeah, but world champions are not made of just power punches. Cotto wants to show that he can do more than just punch.
Let's see some more head movement.
Firing off the uppercuts. Great exchange. Double jab by Miguel Cotto. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Miguel Cotto. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Cotto's got a way of just getting away from that punch. There he goes with the right hand again. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Red hot action to open up this fight. Both men throwing, both men landing.
It's been a long time since I've seen something like this. I think it was in a film library. Watchman hammering Hank. The great Henry Armstrong never took a step backwards, kept going forward.
Oh, they both land flush with uppercuts. That's a nice combination right there. Left hook and then finished it with a right uppercut. And he ties up on the inside.
Come on.
Keep pushing.
Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Miguel Cotto.
Head movement.
Miguel Cotto's proving to be elusive. Good work with the combination, putting his punches together, and it's paying off.
Yeah, it is paying off. You know, the first couple didn't get there, but he caught him on the back end.
So the round comes to an end. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas sitting with you ringside. I know you had a very busy week before you flew here out to broadcast this fight, doing your charitable contributions back in Staten Island with the Dr. Theodore Atlas Foundation.
Yeah, thank you for bringing that up, Joe. We did well. We had our dinner, our yearly dinner, where we're able to raise money to help people that are in need, people that have nowhere else to go for help, whether it's a mother that can't pay the cancer treatment for a 7-year-old daughter, and we're able to pick up that insurance. But the thing that I want to take a second to thank everybody for is that it's a collective effort. It's all the people that allow us the resources to go out there and help those people.
And now just wasting away some time with that clinch. Cotto's doing really well with that jab. I mean, you can't ask for a more productive night than what he's getting out of it.
Now, having a good jab is kind of like having a lot of passports. You know, you have a lot of passports, you can go to different countries. Well, you can go to different places with a good jab. He's gone to all kinds of places tonight with that left jab.
Let's see some.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Miguel Cotto. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. And he just...
I'm just getting him at will.
Cotto's coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. Good job zoning in on that body with the left hook. Even better job bringing the right hand in combination. That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. You got this one. Took a shot, now he gives a left. A solid 1-2 combo, left-right by Miguel Cotto. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Miguel Cotto. Here in these later rounds, you can start to see a trend, and one is developing. He cannot get away from that left hand.
Now listen, when you throw your punches, it's not enough just to chuck them out there. You gotta throw them from the right distance. He's throwing them from a little too close, where he's vulnerable, as you said, to that left hand.
The combo lands upstairs. Cotto's way off the mark. That punch didn't have a chance. And he's holding.
I'm still landing good shots, though.
Super two-punch combo by Miguel Cotto.
Thank you.
Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round. Got to be accurate to send the combination to the body, and he does that.
You got to land a big punch now. No doubt about it. You are losing this fight. You need to throw and land a big shot. Look at me. Knock this motherfucker out. Listen.
That's not nice.
Good action here tonight. Both guys bringing their best, and both guys meeting each other stride for stride, punch for punch. Tough fight to score here as we're back underway. Cotto's winning the fight to me based on his overall speed. He's just a faster, quicker fighter, and it's making it so that he's able to employ his ways and get the best of his opponent.
Oh, he has that physical asset, no doubt about it. You can see it. But he has to be careful that he doesn't get carried away. He doesn't get reckless with that speed.
Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging.
Up and down, side to side.
Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Boxing 101, jabs followed by the straight. Now hugging on the inside.
Pace yourself.
Off the target by Miguel Cotto. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. Cotto's landed a good, solid combination. Good step back counter punch there.
Beautiful.
Miguel Cotto's missing the mark by a mile. That just was nowhere to be found. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Miguel Cotto's on the receiving end of a very good counter punch.
Gotta see that come in. Let's go.
And he returns on that exchange. Able to show you his blocking ability.
Body, kid. Body shots.
And now he's acting like a fighter. Coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon. Cotto's so dangerous with that accuracy. A two-punch combination landing. He just gave his opponent a really good taste of how fast his hand speed is.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times we just talk about power, and we see that power, you know, can damage a guy right away, obviously, and it can intimidate an opponent. But hand speed can do the same thing, and I think it's intimidating right now to his opponent. He's afraid to let that jab go because he might get countered with one of those lightning right hands.
And the round comes to an end.
He's going to get this goal. He's going to come forward now because he has to. Be careful.
It is the final round. Here they go. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Well-placed, well-timed combo up top. Cotto's well off the mark that time. A crushing two-punch combo by Miguel Cotto.
Do that again.
He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores.
Left and right, left and right.
Cotto's putting forth a little boom, 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 a three-punch combination score. Now this is exactly what I love out of an offensive fighter, Teddy. A guy who's able to put together the multi-punch combinations and make it look like it's just a sweet science.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you can do when you have good fundamentals. Not just good physical ability. That's only part of the equation. But just good technical ability. And that's what he's doing. He's snapping his punches. They're nice and clean. They're crisp. They're short. They're together.
Keep it tight inside.
Fine fundamentals, good counterpunch. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Miguel Cotto.
Keep that head moving.
Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Miguel Cotto. And yet another big
Got him with
shot.
a double body shot.
He just went down. The infighter went out, and now he went down.
Hey, it's okay to go out, but go out the side door. He went out the front door, and as you said, maybe he's paying the ultimate price.
He got hit. Oh, now the uppercut. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Got him.
Oh, and now
He's
the
done.
real test. Can he get up after going down a second time?
That was a nice shot, too.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Teddy, he's going for the kill here. You can tell he wants to end this fight right now. Should he be a little more patient?
Yeah, exactly, Joe. You know, because this is a spot where you can get to the guy, but you can get a little reckless, and all of a sudden the guy can catch you, turn it around a little bit. Don't get carried away. Set up the shots.
He got rocked. He just got rocked, and he's still taking punches.
The only way right now is to grab on a little bit, stop this flow.
Very well done by both men. to
I couldn't
fire
finish
off
it.
Those right hands. The unexpected final bell as we will now await to hear the judges' scores.
We thought the styles of these two guys, they would go after each other early, but sometimes too much respect to each other, and that's what it turned out.
So all three judges give him the victory. A very good night by Miguel Cotto.
I don't think it was ever a question of who. It was always going to be...
All right, we're going to go to heavyweights now.
We get a good decision here.
Unfortunately, time constraints.
number one is now underway. All the talk is done. It is simply time to fight. Well, something's got to stick. He sends the combination to the body. Teddy, the expectation in a matchup like this, power puncher versus power puncher, is that the fight's not going to last long. But what if it does? Then what?
The guy with less power is going to win because he's the guy that has a reserve in a place that he's ready to go to in case the power's not there.
He gets hit, but he gives it right back. Morrison's hitting the mark right now. How precise was he there with that three-punch combo? He got hit, but he sends it right back. Landing two jabs by Tommy Morrison. And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Morrison's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Got to try to do better than that. He missed with that hook. He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange. Morrison's doing what every trainer wants to see their fighter do. Land punches in bunches. The combination lands. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Really good work right there, landing the two punches in sequence by Nichols. Protecting his head well with his guard. Nice strike after catching one by Kobe Nichols. Great work offensively landing that combination by Tommy Morrison. They're not exactly getting to know each other. They're just beating the hell out of each other early on here.
Yeah, so if this keeps up, they're both going to have headaches, and we're going to have one of the great fights to talk about.
Morrison's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target.
Why? You're just gonna get mad when I knock you out.
Get the combination working, land both punches. That was really well done. Targeting the jab and then thundering home with the uppercut. Final 10 seconds of round number one. A well-placed, gutsy uppercut after being tagged. End of the round.
I'm just messing with you. We can play it together.
Action, the kind of round that fans pay to be here to see.
Well, these are TV-friendly fighters, and we figured that coming in.
Back to live action now in what has been a closely contested fight. One of those fights that somebody is still waiting to break through and be a difference maker in. Look at that combination by Morrison. Tommy Morrison's combination that was landed moments ago is one of those examples of what every trainer would really like to have, and that's a fighter with good hand speed.
Yeah, and he's showing that right now. Now, the trainer in the other corner.
Shit. Hold on. You're fine. You don't need to get up, Angel. You're fine.
He has a guy with good timing because timing can negate speed.
That is exactly what the corner wanted to see. A good combination punch by Morrison. Nichols is swinging and missing like he's at bat right now.
Actually, you
That
might
punch
beat
was
me at this
nowhere
one.
near his opponent. And you back with some offense of his own. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Morrison's just punching air that time. His opponent was able to get out of the way. Nichols has taken a lot of punishment with the right hand. Teddy, you said many times, it's where you put your own head when you get hit by the right hand.
The one place I can tell you where not to put it, in the middle. And he needs to move it to the left, outside that right hand.
And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. Morrison's starting to score at ease against his opponent there. Anytime you can land a 3-punch combination, you're really hitting your groove. Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. He just missed that shot up top. Morrison's coming through now beautifully. That's the combination punching he wants to put forth. Now he ties up there.
No, he probably will, because unfortunately, the one difference between this and Undisputed, which makes me like Undisputed better, is that in Undisputed you can be more of a technical fighter, which is what I like doing. This is more like a sim arcade style of fighting.
And now he moves him right into the corner. Left hook to the body. Right hand. Nicely done. Good return fire that time. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
Ugh.
10 seconds remaining in this round. Nothing there on the punch by Tommy Morrison. Good doubling up of the jab by Nichols. And we come to the end of round number 2. Nichols has to prove that he's a deep stretch runner here right now. I think he's slightly trailing as this fight comes to the later stages, but you can see his corner imploring him to go out and win it.
I'll tell you, if they make the new one technical, I'll be happy as hell.
Back underway here to live fight action. Tough fight to score. Very, very even, closely contested bout throughout. He digs in, trying to bank away body shots with the combo. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. There's the old 1-2 coming after him. Here's a moment here as you see the step back counter punch where you realize this is the sweet science, not just some raw savagery swinging out there.
Look at the little subtleties here, Joe. What he does is he forces him into a position to stop the punch. And then when he stops, steps back, makes a miss, and comes right back.
Morrison's got speed and plenty of it. Teddy, still, I'd like to see him just bite down and fight a little more.
Yeah, you'd like to see him sit down a little bit, bend his legs a little bit, and make those punches a little more effective. Not just great where they look good.
Nichols is doing well here with that 2-punch combination. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. Not able to land the uppercut.
Side to side.
That's a forceful 2-punch combo by Tommy Morrison. Good looking right hand after he got hit. How about that angle by Kobe Nichols? That was good stuff.
Yeah, that's how you break up pressure. Guys coming at you, you know, trains coming at you. You don't go back on the track because it's going to hit you. You go off the track on the side. Exactly what he did. And that train went right past him.
Nichols is going to think about the next time he throws a punch because he just got hit by a good solid counter. flush with the combination upstairs. Holy cow, look at this. Back and forth they go. There's no stops.
You don't know how good you are until you push. You push to the brink. They are finding out right now how special they can be.
Well-targeted two-punch combo by Tommy Morrison.
Don't stay in one spot.
10 seconds to go in this third round. Morrison's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. And that does it for this round.
Keep doing what you're doing. You're winning this one. Don't get sloppy, okay? Just keep boxing smart. Relax. Relax. You're doing great. Keep the pressure on.
You don't need
Keep
that.
on.
Throw that away.
Gonna have to see how this one finishes.
They put forth a good effort throughout. Now one more meeting. The final round is here. Good work toe-to-toe there. Both fighters got in on him. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Really a lot of consistency from him with the right hand.
Use the ring, use the ring. Watch the hook.
Not much action as he just ties up.
Punch.
Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Nichols has got those earmuffs on, and he's got his hands tight against his body. But Teddy, still, some things are getting through.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like driving a car, Joe, you know, and the weather's a little bad, and you say, I want to be safe here, I'm going to stop the car. You don't stop and park the car in the middle of the highway where cars are coming.
Sorry, sweat's getting in my eyes.
He stops right there in the middle of the highway. Cars are coming. You know, pull off somewhere. You know, get the heck out of there. Find the right parking spot.
Tommy Morrison's not just loading up. He's landing combination punches like he did right there. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Kobe Nichols. 90 seconds to go in the fight. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Targeting each other, the exchange was something special.
Keep moving.
Morrison's punch is far off the target. Last dance, last chance. Last minute of the last round.
Guard your head.
Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well.
I hate when you gas out in these games. I mean, I know it's a fact, but
Use the jab.
Very nice defensive guard there. Well, he's sending more than one at him now. The combo to the head. And now just wasting everybody's time holding on.
Keep your distance. Back to the body. More punches. Work the body, kid.
Last 10 seconds of the fight. Tommy Morrison's punch didn't come close. So there's the final bell in a fight nobody thought they'd hear the final bell in.
It looked like Rock'em Sock'em Robots early on, but then all of a sudden, guess what? They started boxing.
A well-deserved win by Morrison. Unanimous decision.
That was
to say
crazy.
the judges.
You can have your eyes closed and see that one. Or almost.
That was a crazy fight. I don't care what anybody says. All right, 2 more fights. All right, I got a funny one I want to do. I want to do this fight, all right? This is going to be crazy. So let's do this.
Hi, everybody. Well, they've been waiting for this moment, and now they get it. Round 1 underway. Teddy, if I had a ticket to a George Foreman fight, clearly you want to see one thing.
Yeah, you want to see a knockout, and you're going to see power. And you know you're going to see the ability to catch somebody on both ends, because as dangerous as Foreman is, and as intimidating as he can be on the offensive end, he can be exploited that much on the defensive end. He leaves himself open.
Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Foreman's putting a smile on his corner man's face right there and frustrating his opponent with that jab. Fighting fire with fire sometimes can work, but can it work under circumstances like this when a power puncher is going up against George Foreman?
Yeah, it can. In other words, you have to have a little defense to go with that ability to generate fire, or in this case, power.
Comes right back with a shot of his own. Zoning in on that gut combination punch downstairs. That is a big right hand after eating one himself. Not able to land the headshot. And now the right hand lands because of the work done by the jab. Forceful hook by George Foreman. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Oh, good exchange there. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Butterbean's combination punching is working well here.
Come on, kid. Poke that.
He scores with the left. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by George Foreman. So many times you hear of an early round where they're just feeling each other out. No way. Not these guys. Straight to action.
Well, if they can keep this up, they're both going to have headaches, but we're going to have a special one on our hands.
A little something for his opponent after getting tagged. Right back to the body. Keep going. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by George Foreman.
Actually, we're going to do more than 2 fights. I have some fights I want to do.
Because it was a very busy round for both guys.
Well, it depends what kind of style, what kind of strength your fighter has, or even what kind of weaknesses. If I had a guy who likes to box, who likes to counterpunch, I want a guy coming at him. Not with a lot of TNT in his gloves, but coming forward where my guy is well suited. He can pick him off a little bit.
Scores with the combo to the head. The left hand coming into play by George Foreman. Well, his opponent is opening up and coming forward, so I would think there are some opportunities that exist.
Yeah, I think some counter-punching opportunities. Opportunities not on the front end, but on the back end.
Good double jab by George Foreman. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. He scored well after being hit himself. Butterbean showing you that sublime skill right now with that two-punch combo. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Unbelievable work there, landing a four-punch combo. He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Foreman's defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch. And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Fires right back at him. What guts it takes, what commitment it takes to keep up with this kind of a pace. The action's been nonstop.
Now, the one thing I can tell you is this is where you don't worry about pace. You don't think about pace. Otherwise, you could not be doing what these guys are doing. They're just going round to round.
And still accurate with that jab. Not hitting his mark there, going upstairs. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Butterbean's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination.
Now this is a fight right here.
George Foreman still got a great chance to win this fight, regardless of what you just saw in that last round. I mean, conventional wisdom down here is that it's a close, competitive fight, that he's trailing on the scorecards. But you can tell this fight can turn at any moment.
Yeah, it's very close. I think right now, you got to be the guy. It's kind of like an argument. You get into an argument with someone, you want to have the last word.
I wasn't expecting
Whoever
it to be
throws
this
the last
good.
punches. You know, one guy throws 3, you come back with 4. Whoever's the last one to throw, he's going to win.
Butterbean's putting forth a great combination there. Good exchange. He fires back. Butterbean's not skipping a beat. He came out just the way he finished up last round.
Yeah, what I like is that he's a thinking man fighter, and his corner gave him probably good advice. They know that the opponent only had 60 seconds to recover, and they're figuring it wasn't enough time.
He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with the counterpunching.
Well, the old timers used to say, when you're calm in there, when you're in control in there, you can make him do what you want. He made him tie his shoelaces right there.
Butterbean's favorite punch is the jab, and tonight he's loving it.
Well, the jab is the table setter, Joe, and he set a beautiful table tonight. Napkin on the left, you know, small fork on the left, knife on the right, and the food right in the middle. And he's eating all night.
Taking some English etiquette classes?
You getting hungry?
Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. Took a shot. Now he gives the left. So accurate. Jab, uppercut combination. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by George Foreman. He missed with that headshot. And he returns on that exchange. And there's the left hand working well for him again. George Foreman's inability to get away from his opponent's left hand is so evident.
And it's going to stay that way if he doesn't change something. He needs to move the other direction, away from that punch.
Punching down. It's working out well up top.
Yeah, this one, okay? Be smart in the last round. Keep boxing just like that.
This is as good as I thought it was going to be.
Round number 4, the last go-round for these two is underway. He gets hit, but he gives it right back. Nicely timed 1-2. He is damaged badly there. He may hit and bang and
Got him.
George Foreman's crushed by that, and he is down. George Foreman, you can see that he is absolutely hurt after that knockdown. He was able to get up, but he looks like he's damaged.
And now we've always seen big George Foreman, that big, giant, scary sometimes body. Now we're having an X-ray inside of that body to find out what really makes George Foreman tick. How will he behave in this moment?
He gets off with a combination up top. This is just beautiful to watch. Watch how he just links one to the next, Teddy. A beautiful sequence, almost like musical notes being played.
Well, exactly. It's a nice tune because it just follows. One, as you said, follows the other. Nice and smooth.
Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Boy, right on George Foreman's. Oh! George Foreman now has to figure out a way to overcome this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. It's over. Fight is over. Foreman's a knockout victim. He couldn't beat the count. Now that's how you end a fight right there. Yes, he was controlling throughout, but he made a good...
All right, we're going to get at least 3 more fights in because there's like a couple... There's like at least a couple of fights I want to do that could have happened in like at least one what-if fight. So the first... It's going to be like a triple main event right here.
Good evening, everybody. Glad you've made... Everybody's been waiting for these two to meet up. Now they do, as round 1 is underway. Muhammad Ali can be so elusive, but Teddy, when he has been hit by power, he's got a great chin.
Yeah, that's the problem that's discouraging. First of all, the first thing is the speed, the elusive ability. How do you catch him clean? And then as you just said, you finally catch him, and it's like hitting something that doesn't give, something that absorbs greatly.
There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Both men digging in with uppercuts. There's another left hand from him. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Muhammad Ali.
Hands up!
He needs to improve the accuracy a little bit. That was comical by Joe Frazier. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Great counterpunch, and I loved how he moved off to the side and then landed. Ali's showing you what it takes to be the best in this business. Good, crisp combos. Ali's making for a tough target there. He gets away from that punch.
Let's see some more hands.
He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. 90 seconds to go here in this round. You can see him timing that double jab to the head. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. That was a miss by Muhammad Ali. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Muhammad Ali. Joe Frazier, just 20 years old when he went to Tokyo and took that Olympic gold medal in the heavyweight division. And if you ever want momentum coming into the pro ranks, win yourself a heavyweight Olympic gold.
Yeah, it gives you momentum in a lot of areas. People talking about you, people talking about giving you more money than they would have normally when you're turning pro, and the confidence. Great guy.
Nowhere close that punch by Muhammad Ali.
Okay, sorry. Quick fun fact. They just mentioned that about Joe Frazier going to Tokyo and winning the gold. And I believe it was a year or two prior, Ali, or the Olympics before that, Ali had won gold before he turned pro.
Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot.
I think it was a couple years before.
Ali's so dangerous with that accuracy. A two-punch
I'd have to look it up to
combination
be exact.
That was nice. He just drew the punch from his opponent, and then a good counter by Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, like running through the ring without getting wet. Beautiful.
Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs.
I don't want you to slug it out with this guy, all right? Keep your range. Jab, jab, right, okay? All night long. This is your fight. You're in control. No effort, okay? This is your fight.
Another round, and if it keeps up with the rest of them, it'll be closely contested and hard to score. That's an impactful right hand by Joe Frazier. Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counterpuncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
Frazier's once again can't get out of the way of that uppercut. That's a razor-sharp uppercut by Joe Frazier. Joe Frazier's able to avoid that punch. Frazier's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination.
That's where you want to be.
Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. What an excellent two-punch combo by Joe Frazier. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. He missed by a mile. That wasn't even close by Muhammad Ali. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Very accurate two-punch combo by Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali's doing a good job of putting his punches together. His opponent's got to be wondering, how do I stop this?
Well, right now, you made a good point there, because right now his opponent is wondering too much. You know, he's just busy blocking the punches, wondering about the combinations. He's not getting off.
Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching. combination working, land both punches. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark.
Double up your punches.
Nice strike after catching one by Joe Frazier.
Shit, I'm punched out.
Just 10 seconds to go in this round. He just missed that shot up top.
Let's see some more head movement.
I don't know, Teddy. It just feels like one of those nights, one of those fights where somebody's getting hurt, where this is not going to the judges' scorecards.
I feel like I'm in Coney Island watching one of those hot dog eating contests where somebody's going to try to eat 50 of them, 60 of them. In other words, he's not worried how he's going to feel at the end of the night.
Listen, I don't want to see
Well,
you against the ropes. As soon as you feel
honestly, the matches are longer because I made them that way. I turned down the boxer's power for both of us because I like longer fights. I like actual fights.
Action throughout. We'll see if it keeps up in this round of what has been a very even fight. Nice combo by Joe Frazier. What a trap he just set, and he lands a nice counter punch.
Yeah, that's the old cats with a ghost trick there. You know, you're there one time, you give him a little shade, you know, a little shadow, and then he throws at you, you pull back, bang, come right back with your own.
That is Boxing 101. A nice, crisp combination by Joe Frazier. Unable to get to Ali. Ali blocked it.
head movement, head movement.
Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Muhammad Ali. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Targeting that head with the combination punching. Good block by Joe Frazier. Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand. Frazier's lack of defense, especially when it comes to just getting away from that right hand, is really costing him a lot here.
Well, it's pretty simple. The old timers would say, move your head, otherwise your opponent will move it for you.
Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut. Coming to the halfway point of this third round. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Muhammad Ali. Punches and bunches, combination up top. Unable to score with the uppercut that time.
Come on, kid.
Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Good job on the two-punch combo by Muhammad Ali. He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. Boy, sharp two-punch combination by Muhammad Ali.
Keep your hands up.
He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. And now committing to that midsection as the target with the combination punching. Frazier's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch.
Nice work on the outside. Keep it up.
You know what's really cool though?
Your fight.
Is that when Ali won his first world title, he went against Floyd Patterson, who was trained by Customato, the same guy who trained Mike Tyson. Now, could you imagine if D'Amato actually trained Ali? How much better he would have been?
They meet up one more time. targeted 1-2 by Joe Frazier. And just grabbing onto his opponent.
You're still not moving enough.
Head and body.
Ali's hit by a counter punch there. Took a shot, now he gives a left. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Joe Frazier. Unable to make an impact there by Joe Frazier. Good work defensively by Muhammad Ali. Plus, he landed that counter punch.
Yeah, and he forced him to punch. He made him, he drew it out of him, and then he timed him beautifully.
A little something of his own. Blocks the shot, brings back the uppercut. On the mark with the combination by Muhammad Ali. Ali's movement helped out there. He avoided that punch. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Oh, a nice two-punch combo by Muhammad Ali. Oh, and there you go. Teddy, he goes down, and he was on the outside where he doesn't like to be.
Where he shouldn't be, and he paid a price.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, you can tell he's really affected. Now, he's risen on. He's going to go on here, but you can tell he's been damaged.
Yeah, but the most important thing now is to get in close and smother his opponent so no more damage can be taken.
Frazier's defense is now serving him well. Nice job blocking that punch. Solid. This is going to take some guts to get up from this. Once again, he goes down.
Don't stay in one spot.
2, 3, 4, 5.
It's over. This fight is over. Frazier smashed, and he can't get up. Unable to beat the count. Muhammad Ali's able to end this fight by way of knockout. It didn't feel like that kind of fight, Teddy. I thought we were going the distance here.
All right, on to the next fight. This is another what-if fight.
Good evening, when you get a fight like this that everybody's been talking about, it's always so interesting to see these opening moments here in round number 1. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Vladimir Klitschko. There's more room for defensive error with the taller fighter, I assume, here?
Yes, there is, because now all of a sudden you're punching down. You're taught to punch on a straight plane where you don't leave anything open. You punch down, and somebody comes up with a punch. Next thing you know, you're picking yourself up off the canvas.
Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Vladimir Klitschko. A headshot blocked. How about that exchange? Vladimir Klitschko has that big, dangerous right hand. What we're seeing out of him right now is a good combination.
Yes, you're seeing good combination, and what you're seeing as the table setter is the jab. The jab is setting up that right hand. When it's time to eat, he knows.
Halfway through this round here. Didn't get it done going to the body there. I think you can can just sense right away that strategy is going to be key here. This is going to be some wild type brawl. This is going to be a very technical, strategic type fight.
Absolutely, Joe. Each guy waiting for the other one to make the first mistake.
What kind of a right hand is it that Vladimir Klitschko throws? Is it that impactful one that can be a piercing, striking shot, or is it a thudding right hand?
I think it's a 38 caliber. You know, it's not a 44. It's a 38. It has speed with it. It's straight, and it's effective.
Keep pushing the jab.
Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Getting him into the place he wants to. That's against the ropes.
He's doing a good job making me miss.
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Vladimir Klitschko.
You got this.
Vladimir Klitschko's almost looking foolish that time he missed so badly. End of the round. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and the punch stats that you see will show you all you need to know there. He was the busier man, thus he's winning.
He is the busier man, but you know what it doesn't show you is the impact of the punches, and that's very important. His opponent started to land some heavier shots as the round ended.
Let's go.
And we are back underway. Another round in a fight that's been very entertaining, but I wouldn't want to be a judge. This is one of those fights that could go either way.
Some more head movement.
Teddy, there are opportunities that are here for him, aren't there?
Yeah, counterpunch opportunities, because he's got an opponent who's walking in a little bit. Now he has a chance to start to chuck something back at him a little.
Lands flush with the two-punch combo by Vladimir Klitschko. Good step back counter punch there.
Come on, cover up.
Good double jab by Vladimir Klitschko.
Double up your jab.
Doubling up the jab now. He engages in the clinch.
Keep moving around the ring.
Vladimir Klitschko's banged by a big uppercut. Halfway through round number 2. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. He got hit, but he sends it right back. Vladimir Klitschko's doing well here with that two-punch combination. Good combination punching out of him here.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like a musical, except right now I don't think his opponent likes to tone him.
Keep jumping, keep working.
Everybody knows Vladimir Klitschko wants to do that right there. The jab, the straight, typically the win. Comes right back at him with a left hand. He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange. Well struck, solid combination by Vladimir Klitschko. No, he missed that right.
Back to the body.
Final 10 seconds. Combo lands to the head. Step to the side and then lands the counter.
Damn!
Here on him, and then all of a
He
sudden
made me
appear on him.
miss.
And that's the end of round 2. Vladimir Klitschko's corner knows the situation here. Yes, we're up in a close fight, but anything can happen that can turn things around and go against us. Back to action here at the start of this round, which is just part of what has been a very evenly fought fight. One of those fights that's going to be very hard to score. Super two-punch combo by Vladimir Klitschko. Vladimir Klitschko's giving us a taste of some of that athletic ability, that hand speed right there. Good combination.
And his opponent, though, now is going to have to show us that he can do something to sort of, you know, adjust to this, to counter this. And that's going to be controlling range and timing, because he can't match up with the physical hand speed.
Hooked up. You're doing great.
Pace yourself.
Johnson's getting himself into the mix now, landing that
Keep
left
working
hand.
the jab. Good, good. Come on, kids, fight.
Comes right back with some offense of his own.
Keep doing what you do.
Not able to land the headshot. More than one punch downstairs. That can be damaging.
Move, move.
Reaching the halfway mark of this round.
Keep working
Right there in the pocket, landing the combination. Vladimir Klitschko's showing that he's got some defense of his own. He got away from that punch.
Side to side. Keep doing what you want.
Johnson's knowledge of the game is showing through. 3 ways to defend. One of them is to block. He did it there well. Johnson's inability to get away from his opponent's right hand is costing him.
He continues to pull straight back, and he's still in the path of the punch.
A crushing two-punch combo by Vladimir Klitschko. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Nice strike after catching one by Vladimir Klitschko. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. Little volume punching to the body there. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Vladimir Klitschko.
Damn.
Stay away from him. Keep throwing that jab. Breathe in. Take a deep breath.
For what?
Great job that round. You're doing well.
It is the final round. Here they go. Oh, a good right hand by Johnson. Combination to the head. Johnson's showing you a little defensive skill there. Able to move away from that punch.
Move your head.
Trying to erode away that body with the combination punching. Accurate uppercut after taking a shot of his own. Johnson's now feeling the effects, Teddy, of having his opponent punch right through that guard.
Well, he should feel the effects. I mean, look, Joe, it's kind of like standing out in a rainstorm with an umbrella, and all of a sudden the wind's coming, and the rain's coming from the side, and you're standing there under the umbrella and say, why am I getting wet? Well, you're standing there covering up. The punches are coming from the side. They're coming from all angles. You're going to get wet.
You're not always protected. Vladimir Klitschko's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. Unable to connect by Vladimir Klitschko. That worked out really well. Throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that.
Stay on the outside.
Took a shot. Now he gives a left.
Pace yourself.
Halfway point of this last round.
Good work.
Good return fire that time. Johnson's combination punching is working well here. Well off the mark by Johnson. Vladimir Klitschko's three-punch combination there is going to impress the judges. Final minute of this final round of this fight. Very nice work from both men. They each got a shot in.
Let's see some more head movement.
There's another right hand. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Vladimir Klitschko's speed, to me, Teddy, is clearly the biggest difference we've seen so far tonight.
Yeah, but there's ways to take away speed. One is to go downstairs to the body and start to discourage the guy a little bit. You know, take some of the air out of those sails.
He comes back with the left hand again. He missed with that headshot.
Wow, what a fight.
Put that one into the books. As for the judges' scorecards, let's send it up to the ring for the official decision. That's a well-earned victory by Vladimir Klitschko. And it's nice to see when not only all three judges have it for him, but your scorecard agrees.
Excuse me. We're not going to roll around by my wires. Crackhead cat. All right, last fight.
Everybody, Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and welcome to the... And there's the opening bell. Round number one, scheduled for 4. This one is expected to be a thriller. Needs to improve that accuracy, missed with the headshot. Good block by Ali. Muhammad Ali's hoping that his strategy of utilizing his jab pays off. How can it do so, Teddy? What will that bring to him?
Well, it's going to bring a lot of things. First of all, defense, separation. It's going to keep his opponent at a distance where he can't harm him. Hey, if you're a fighter and a guy can't harm you, guess what? That's a good thing. The other thing is to set up his other punches.
If the shorter guy...
All right. Give me 1 second here. I have to remove this. Go up in your tower.
Get to the inside against the taller fighter. How can he do damage on the inside? What should we look for from him?
Well, you remember when you were a kid, you walked downtown in Manhattan, you looked up at the Empire State Building, all those great tall buildings? Well, it's the same thing. You suddenly get inside, you look up, and wow, there's a tall building. Start breaking some windows.
Tyson's work in training camp is now paying off. Do you see the accuracy and the effectiveness with that combination? And now he's acting like a fighter. Coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon. Good smooth work by Mike Tyson. That's classic counterpunch.
Yeah, what he did was he pulled that right shoulder back. You know, he just pulled it back, gave him the left shoulder, and then gave him the right hand.
Ali's combination punching is just perfect there. 3 punches landing. Not what he was looking for. That's a miss right there by Muhammad Ali. Let's talk about the persona of a prime Mike Tyson for a moment here, because this is a guy that comes down to the ring wearing nothing but black trunks, black shoes, and maybe occasionally a torn towel over his head, and he's already in a full sweat. He gives you the impression that he's in mid-fight, and the fight's not going to last much longer.
No, he gives you the impression he wants to give you. That you're in there with a guy that is, Darth Reaper, a guy that is Darth Vader, a guy that's going to hurt you. He gives you just the impression he wants to give you. He scares you.
Tyson's giving us something to think about early on in this fight here, but his opponent has even more to think about. He has established the jab already.
Yes, he has established the jab, and now his opponent has to think about moving his head so he can get past it.
Good 1-2 by Mike Tyson. Ali's got a way of just getting away from that punch. Comes right back with a shot of his own. Really good work right there, landing the 2 punches in sequence by Mike Tyson.
You're not winning. You're not losing, kid. But you're not winning. And we have to throw more than this guy. We can pull it ahead.
Good action here tonight. Both guys bringing their best, and both guys meeting each other stride for stride, punch for punch. Tough fight to score here as we're back underway. A little something for his opponent after getting tagged. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. He scored well after being hit himself. Sets up that right hand with the jab. Able to get away from that hit shot with the block. Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go. Oh, no, actually, I would say a little counter-punching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him. That was not well targeted by Mike Tyson. Now he's putting his punches together, the combination upstairs. He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back. Halfway through this round. And you can see he wanted to do that as he holds on there. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. 2 snapping jabs by Mike Tyson. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Commits to the straight right. And you see how he just set the table for that right hand after the jab. Good right hand. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. You gotta love the offense there, putting his punches together.
Sorry.
That's just...
Oh.
Good, solid, accurate work by Mike Tyson. I like that step back right there. Just enough to be out of danger, but still close enough to then land the counterpunch.
Well, that's what happens when you have that kind of experience. You're calm enough to know that range. Know where the beginning of the punch and the end of the punch is.
Last 10 seconds. He just missed that shot up top. This is what they worked on in training camp. Another good combo by Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's getting an earful here. He's being reminded, you put yourself in position to win, but you have to stay on course in order to win.
That's what I'm waiting for. Let's see it.
Whew.
Back to to live action now in what has been a closely contested fight. One of those fights that somebody is still waiting to break through and be a difference maker in. By Muhammad Ali. He had his eyes set on the uppercut, but was unable to land it. And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one. Tyson's making for a very, very difficult night for his opponent. His opponent knew this was coming. He knew he was going to fight on the outside, but the jab is really doing damage.
Well, his opponent knew this was coming. Why is he not blocking that jab or moving his head and getting away from it?
You gotta protect yourself.
Good combination by Mike Tyson.
Finish with the, come on.
How about a return to sender with the left hand?
Now I need you to focus.
Fires right back at him. Combo lands upstairs. And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own.
You can keep that head moving.
Sharp and accurate 1-2 by Mike Tyson. Tyson's proving to be elusive.
Left is right. Left is right. Come on, baby. Watch that.
Comes right back at him with a left hand. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Muhammad Ali. Great work offensively, landing that combination by Mike Tyson. Tyson's ability to just get to his opponent before his opponent gets to him, showcased there. His hand speed is very good.
Yeah, it is, Joe. You know, it speaks to one of those old sayings that the trainers used to say, just get off first. That's what he's doing right now. He's getting off first.
Putting his punches together, good combination by Mike Tyson.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
And clicks of the top. Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand.
Keep going.
Holy crap.
He's gonna get desperate here. He's gonna come forward now because he
All right, last round. Let's do
Careful.
this.
Catch him when he comes forward.
They put forth a good effort throughout. Now one more meeting. The final round is here. Well placed, well timed combo up top. Good exchange. He fires back. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself.
Hook off the jab. Hook off the jab.
Good combination. Hooking to the body with the left and then going up top. And from long range, he's able to get his target he wanted.
And when you have somebody throwing long punches, what you don't...
Damn, I couldn't get him.
Anything.
I couldn't get the knockdown.
Tyson's being so very effective, punching in combination.
Yeah, that's what you want. He's got pretty good hand speed. Might as well use that hand speed. No better way to use it than putting them together.
In and out.
Look at that combination by Mike Tyson.
Good job. Move your head. Move your head.
Tyson's coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. That is exactly what the corner. Big, big shot comes crashing home. One shot and down, Teddy.
And now he's going to have to find a way to clinch. He needs time to recover.
able to beat the count. He's going to try to continue on, but he doesn't look good.
No, but a guy that has lived his life like he has, who has talked, who has said all the things, there's something you're not seeing right now. It's inside him. He will show what's inside him. He will find the way to hold on. He will find the way to survive.
Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand.
Keep your head moved. Keep your head moved. Guard up. Keep that guard up.
Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Basic boxing, and it works so well. Put your punches together. A good combo by Mike Tyson. You can tell he's just looking to survive. Muhammad Ali is holding his opponents right now, just hugging him.
Yeah, he's doing what he has to do. Look, they work on this in the gym, Joe. We look at all the things where you work on the pads, you work on the heavy bag, putting punches together, but you work on this, on moments when you're in trouble and when you have to survive.
You gotta see that coming, champ. Let's go. You gotta see that.
Good combination to the head. Which way did it go after a very exciting fight now in the books? Let's send it up to the ring to find out. So a unanimous decision win by Mike Tyson. That's the way we saw it all night long. The judges agree.
It was hard to see it any other way.
Good, enjoyable, entertaining fight it was. For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore saying thanks for being with us.
All right, everybody. On that note, I'm getting out of here for this one. I want to thank everybody that came in, the likes, the comments, the shares. As always, it's appreciated. And as I said, I will be back later on tonight. It'll probably be way late, around 11, maybe 12 o'clock. So it might be earlier too, but it'll be between 10 and 12. And we'll be doing Farming Simulator. And I will see everyone then.